Hello guys, Namaskar, I'm Ranat and welcome back to my channel, The Bong Connection. Today I'm going to give you a non-spoiler review for the movie Sir, Is Love Enough? Sir, which is streaming on Netflix. This is a movie which released in the year 2018 and it stars Tilottama, Shome and Vivek, Gomber in the leading roles. This is directed by Rohan Gera and this movie is just a love story between a domestic help and her employee. So that's the main thing, the main theme of the story. But you know what? While watching this movie, I came across such important issues that we have to deal each and every day. We cannot call this a movie. It's just, first of all, if you haven't watched it yet, I don't know what you guys are doing. Go ahead and watch it. It released in 2018, but it only started streaming on Netflix now, which is a shame because this deserves a worldwide release. It deserves a worldwide recognition. It deserves what am I saying? Disease. It deserves the love that it should have, and I'm really glad that it is coming into the attention of people now. People are actually going to watch it. People are now, appreciating the kind of amazing masterpiece this is. So please go ahead and watch it if you haven't watched it. I'm going to give you my non-spoiler and then I will move to the spoiler part. So I will be giving you my warning, that's for sure. Let's talk about the non-spoiler parts. Let's talk about how amazing this story is. The story about this whole movie is just simple. It's a love story, what I told you earlier in the description, that it's a love story of a housemaid falling in love with her employer, yes. But to me, this story is much more than that. It's about the social prejudices that people have in their minds about certain profession. Sometimes, what happens, like most of the time, like especially I have seen in my own country, people see people based on their profession. People judge people based on their profession, what they do, their jobs. We keep forgetting that they are human beings as well. There is something inside of them which is keeping them alive, which is making them happy, which is making them talk to other people, which is making them behave in a certain way. We are so easy to judge people based on their profession, which is not right. But at the same time, we have been imbibed with this, notion inside of us, and that's why growing up, we keep on forgetting that human beings are human beings. We need to treat them as human beings, not as their profession or their job. This girl who hails from a very small town has so many dreams. Ratna, the character Ratna, has so many dreams. She wants to be a fashion designer. And in order to do so, she has to get by, she has to earn for herself. She has to also feed her family, educate her sister. She got married so young. She has faced so many hardships in her life, but she never gave up on her dreams. It speaks so much about how strong her character is, how strong she is. She is just a normal girl who wants to pursue her dreams, and in order to do that, whatever it's needed, she's doing, and she's doing good for herself. But then all of a sudden, while still pursuing her dreams, she stumbles upon this amazing human being, the character called Ashwin, played by Vivek Gomber, who further helps her achieve her dreams, and who is just a person she never thought would be helping her push herself to achieve her dreams. She never imagined that this guy would, all of a sudden, there would be this guy who would be so nice to her, given that there are status problems, there's a class difference between both of them. Given that his life and her life are totally different from each other, he lives a very luxurious life. He lives a life of a very upper middle class, and his life is totally different from hers. But then she understands that she has grown to have feelings for this guy, and now she doesn't know what to do. She's so uh, confused. She's not understanding what to do with that. She also wants to pursue her dreams. So this is the main story of this whole film, which is so captivating. I don't know, for some reason this movie just captivated. It's very simple. It's very minimalistic dialogues. I love the fact that they kept it so real. Like, the conversations between the two lead characters are very minimal, but just perfect. Not more, not less. This is the kind of conversations we have in our society as well. If a woman is employing a maid, the kind of conversations we have between two women are totally different from the kind of conversations we will have if a guy is employing a maid. Of course, it will not be that comfortable. They will just be small tidbit talk, everyday thing. I have the dinner ready for you, sir. I have the clothes ready for you, sir. I will be taking a leave, sir. Can you please help me get a leave? But then she also understands that this guy is going through some problems, so why not help him out? So doing that, these small little things makes both of them realize that how much they care for each other and how much dependent they have become on each other, and this connects them somehow. And then they realize, this guy especially, Ashwin's character, Ashwin, realizes that this girl is more than my maid. This girl is somebody I want to be with. See, I want to trust. I want to spend my whole life with. So what I need to do? I need to just go ahead and do that. What I need to do. But then they realize the problem, that is the society and the prejudices and the norms created by the whole society. And it was so frustrating. At the same time, while watching this movie, yes, I was definitely rooting for both the characters. But then I realized myself that, will I be able to accept somebody like that in my life? Have I seen something like this happen in reality? Never. But maybe there are people who feel like that. Maybe there are people who fall in love, and love is something which you can't control. It is something which comes from inside, and you don't have the power to control that. What about that? What about your feelings? We are human beings after all. You cannot blame yourself for falling in love with somebody, right? So that was so frustrating. I had so many thoughts in my mind, and this movie made me go inside the depths of human psychology and think about ask so many questions to myself and answer them myself. What would I have done? Should I have done this? Should I have accepted somebody like this in my family? Why would I actually base a person based on their caste, gender, or sexuality, or anything else? So yes, this movie will make you think. This movie will help you understand the complex human emotions that you have, and also help you find your solution. But it definitely is up to us to understand what we really want and what we really want to believe. And that's what is the beauty of this movie. This movie doesn't makes you say, tells you, holds your collar and tells you, oh, you have to do this. This is the right thing to do. No. It leaves you in a certain, a question, like something undecided, or you don't know exactly the answer to something, but it leaves you on an unanswered terms. Though in the ending we get a hint that yes, maybe there is something going to happen between these two, but we're still not sure. So that assurance is missing, because it's up to us how we want to decipher that and how it's going to end. And that's why I really love this movie. Oh, what about the acting? Oh my god, the acting of the two lead. I couldn't see anybody else. The rest of the cast were really good, but for me, Ashwin and Ratna were the real winners of this movie. I loved Tilottama Shome. She is so natural. This is my second movie of hers. I have watched her in A Death in a Gunge, and though her role was not the lead, she was not the lead in that movie. She was so natural. I was like, wow. I felt like, yes, I have seen people like her before, and she just blew my mind. And the fact that she's a Bengali just helps me connect with her more. And yeah, maybe I'm a little biased, but I was rooting for her through and through. And her character, Ratna, is so down to earth, so nice. And such ambitions she has, you know, and she takes care that she never hurts people in the process. She does it in the fair way. She learns from her mistakes. She stumbles upon, she makes a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, she is ready to, you know, learn from her mistakes, and that's the best part of her. And I love that. I really love that. You know how Tilottama Shome portrayed her character. The accent, the Marathi accent, I think that was Marathi, the language they were speaking, and the way she was speaking it, her, you know, grasp over the language, it blew me over because she's Bengali, she's speaking Hindi apart from her mother tongue, and she also has learned Marathi, and she's so bang on. I don't know, I'm not Marathi, but let me know down below in the comment section, the people who speak her language, let me know whether she was good or not, because I felt it was very natural. I had to put on the subtitles because I couldn't understand a single thing. So she was so good. There is an earnestness to her acting, you know, and it never feels like acting. It feels like, yes, there is a person like her. She's very underrated, and actresses like her needs to shine and needs to be given more screen time. And it's us who are responsible for, you know, not giving people like her, actresses like talents like her, shine. So please guys, it's a request for you to help these actresses, her, Konkona Shen Sharma, even Anupriya Goenka, who plays a good role in this film, Ankita, or actresses like Kalki Kekla, shine because they deserve it. Even Richa Chaddha, Swara Bhaskar, I know Swara has been tangled in a lot of controversies she creates herself, but still, you cannot take away from the fact that she's a brilliant actress. So yes, we are the people who need to give these people chances. And then there is this actor, Vivek Gomber, who I never heard about before in my life. And I was blown away with the kind of precise and method acting he did in this film. Wow, he was so natural and was so good. I fell in love with this character. I was like, I need a guy like Ashwin in my life, you know, who is so understanding, who is so caring, at the same time, who stands up for the people in his life. Even if it's a maid, he stands up for the things which are right. He's not a scaredy cat, and that makes him so much attractive. He loves people because he sees something very positive in them. He's just not that kind of a guy who's just falls in love out of nowhere. No, he's attracted to you because you're sexy or something like that. He's just the right kind of a guy you need. He's just the human being you need in your life. Oh, such a brilliant actor, such a brilliant character. These two guys, just these two, made me like, there was a point in this film where I felt like, why is this film ending? Why can't we see more of them? Why can't we see this movie just go long and long and long? I just wanted this movie to just go on and on. I didn't want it to end because I wanted this film to be a web series, and I wanted the series, I still want the series like to go on and have like 10 or 12 seasons. I think I can watch these two grow so much. They have so much scope. This movie has so much scope to include so many storylines and so many conflicts, because it's a very beautiful setting. Like, you have to agree with me on this, because this setting is something which you can explore in so many other ways. And since I'm a movie holic, I know that what I really want, I want to see so many other kind of conflicts they might have, you know, the parents, the understanding of the parents' family, you know, that this story just began, and that's it. I just want to see them again in a film. Vivek Gomber, looking forward to more of his roles, and please guys, give these talents more chances, because we are the people who can make them and break them. That's true. That's very, very true. So please guys, go ahead and watch this movie for what it is, because it is a beautiful masterpiece which shouldn't be missed for any reason. Supporting cast, the whole movie, the way it was directed, the costumes, the locations, everything was just mind-blowing. I just loved it, and this is definitely going to be included in one of my favorite films of all time. I will forever remember it. There were scenes which moved me. There were scenes which made me realize that I was actually invading their privacy. There were scenes which made me emotional. There were scenes which made me feel like, damn, this is so good. So yeah, it will just stir something in your heart and make you happy. So go ahead and watch it. A definite must recommendation for all my subscribers, and all the people who are watching this video. That was it. I have nothing else to say. I think I already put spoiler along with the non-spoilers in parts, so really sorry for that. I just go with the flow. So that's who I am. Not a critique, I'm not a review, just my opinion, but I'm pretty sure most of the people who will watch this movie will agree with me. So guys, that was it. I will be seeing you guys again. Until then, keep liking, subscribing, and sharing the love. Ciao.